Hello everyone, this is Jason. We're back again for our weekly comic book pull. This is episode 16, October 31st, Halloween. And this is not a Halloween episode, but we got a pretty decent amount of books. And just want to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing a full commentary, try to, from now on. Not really giving spec books or anything like that, but just this is the Riff channel. And for those that don't know what that is, stands for Reading is Fundamental. And I just wanted to make note of a comic series from Darkhorse. It's pretty recent. It's called Sword Daughter. And I think it's only 4 issues in right now. And this book is amazing writing, amazing artwork. You need to pick this book up. It's Sword Daughter. It's been running a little bit late, but issue 4 will be out in December. And it's a really good book. This little girl, her whole village was killed, and her father was knocked unconscious, and he was like out for like almost 10 years or whatever. And he wakes up and his daughter doesn't speak, but she's been learning how to kill. Not learning how to fight, but learning how to kill. And the father has to kind of deal with kind of abandoning his daughter to the fates or whatever. And now they're on like the road to revenge for the people that were killed in their village. And just got the solicitation for issue number 5, and this cover that you're seeing right here is in the indication. Pure fire, just amazing. So, go to your LCS, look online, whatever you got to do. I know Midtown Comics has all issues and all covers available, so you can look to try to pick that up. That to me is the book of 2018. I don't know. We still got 2 months left. All right, let's get into these books. All right, first we got Darkhorse. We got one book from them, and that is Stranger Things number 2, and that has 4 covers. I'm not going to go in to all the rigmarole who's drawn the covers and this and that, but that is by Jody Hauser and Stefano Martino. Me personally, I'd probably pick up the photo variant cover. From Dynamite Comics, we have one book, and that is Nancy Drew number 5, and that has 3 covers. Cover A is a knock out of the park, and that is by Tula Lote. And this book here is written by Kelly Thompson and art by Jen St. Ange. I don't know what it is about this book, but I really dig it. You definitely should at least get 1, 2, and 3. From Image Comics, we also have one book, and that is Shanghai Red number 5, written by Christopher Sabella with art by Josh Hickson. And we got a Hickson and a Gorham cover, which is pretty dope. It's kind of different, like these independent books that go left away from the regular sci-fi and the regular comic book stuff. For our independent books, I think we have 3. We have Bone Parish number 4, and that has 2 covers. I will be most likely looking at cover A for that, and that is by Cullen Bunn and Jonas Scarf. Definitely a book that a lot of people aren't really talking about because it hasn't been opted for a film or a television series. But it's a good read. Definitely something that you should pick up. I thought 2 other books were coming out for the independents, but I could have been mistaken. Well, I was looking at God Mode, which is an anime type video game book, And I was looking at the source number 2, but I may be a week ahead of myself. Pardon me. Oh well, that's dim sum, as they say. Dim sum you win, and dim sum you lose. DC Comics, Batman Secret Files, number 1. That is a foil cover. We have some more of these DC Comics Hanna-Barbera mixes, and I'm only showing one cover for each of these. It's a little aggravating if you ask me. Deathstroke Yogi Bear number 1 by Frank Terry, J.M. DeMatteis, and Mark Texeira. I'm showing cover B. We have Green Lantern Huckleberry Hound Special number 1 by Mark Russell, J.M. DeMatteis, and Rick Leonardi. And I'm showing cover B for that. We have Heroes in Crisis number 2, which is, I was impressed with number 1. Liked it very much. That has 2 covers, a Plain Man cover, and I don't know what you would call this Ryan Sook cover, but it's like a classified files cover, which is pretty cool. Number 1 had the death of Superman on it. And you should really look at those covers because it's almost like a different formatted cover. It's very, very nice. And that's by Tom King and Clayman. Justice League, Aquaman Drowned Earth number 1. And here we go. DC's big fall crossover type book. And that's by James Tynion and Howard Porter. And that has an A and a B cover. Justice League Dark and Wonder Woman, The Witching Hour number 1. Obviously that has 2 covers also. That's by James Tynion and Jesus Marino. Cover B is, the Frschetti cover. And you better hope you can get it because most likely it's going to be sold out. Nightwing and Magilla Gorilla Special. Ugh. By Heath Corson, J.M. DeMatteis, and Tom Grummett. Probably the only reason I grabbed that book is because of Tom Grummett. And I'm looking at cover B for that. Superman Top Cat Special number 1 by Dan DiDio, DeMatteis, and Shane Davis. And also for that, I'm looking at cover B. Terrifics Annual number 1 with a really creepy looking plastic man on the cover. Gene Nguyen Yang with various others, including Joe Bennett. And there are various trade paperbacks coming out. Look for those if you're looking for something on the collected level. And of course, Marvel Comics. They decided to get into the spirit of things. Avengers Halloween Special number 1. And that has 2 covers. Don't really care for cover B. And that is written by Jerry Dugan and various others with art by various other people. Black Panther number 5. Finally getting on the roll with this book after a little bit of a delay. Written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and art by Daniel Acuna. That has an A cover. The B cover is the Battle Lines cover. And a Marvel Knights 20th anniversary cover, which looks pretty dope, if you ask me. Daredevil 610. And we are just getting this, just for the art purposes, of course, by Charles Soule and Phil Noto. Get it. It will probably be a precursor to the death of the Man Without Fear. My book of the week, and always when it comes out, it's my book of the week. Extermination, number 4, by Ed Brisson and Pepe Larraz. Cover A is the Mark Brooks cover. The connecting cover B by Mike Hawthorne. And the incentive cover by John Cassaday. Very, very nice, if you ask me. A must-have for this week. Infinity Wars, Iron Hammer #2 by Al Ewing and Ramon Rosanos. And I think this is the last issue for that. I think they're just doing 2 issues for these storylines we have here. Marvel 2-in-1, #11 by Chip Zdarsky and Ramon Perez. Yeah, I pretty much kind of dropped this book after the Fantastic Four came out, but Ben and Reed are back together in this story, so you might want to look at that. Old Man Hawkeye #10 by Ethan Sachs and Marco Cicchetto, who is on fire on this book. If there was any other books by Marvel, but pretty cool storyline, but if you just wanted something really nice to look at, there's Old Man Hawkeye. Cicchetto is slam dunking it. Old Man Logan #50, the final issue of this, which leads into Dead Man Logan. And this is by Ed Brisson and Abram Robertson. And we have 2 covers here. And we have a nice cover B by Mike Deodato Jr. Very, very nice. Spider Force, which I don't know, it's getting a little stale. This is a Spider-Geddon tie-in by Priest and Polo Sequeira. Yeah, not really. No thanks. Tony Stark Iron Man #5 by Dan Slott and Gang Hyuk Lim. Really, really nice book. We have I'm getting all 3 covers for this. Alexander Lozano cover, a Battle Lines cover, and a Marvel Knights 20th anniversary cover, which is pretty dope. I cannot complain about that at all. A book that I just jumped on pretty much a little bit late, West Coast Avengers #3 by Kelly Thompson and Stefano Casella. And that has an A cover and a really cool Hawkeye Battle Lines cover. What If Magic #1 by Leah Williams and Felipe Andrada. Should be something very nice to pick up. That cover A is smashing. And of course, we have the last book for X-Men Black, Emma Frost. And Marvel pretty much hit a home run with this. We have cover A, of course, by J. Scott Campbell for cover price. We have a cover here by Terry Dodson, one of the more infamous lady killers of the industry, and this exclusive cover by Adam Hughes, which is a nearly rated X. And that is it for the books of the week. Before we go, a few things I want to talk to you guys about real quick, just to be on the lookout, because things tend to fall by the wayside a lot. But this week, it is Halloween Comic Fest. So maybe, I don't know if these books are free or what they're going to be doing, but various different publishers have put out books. So make sure, if you don't see them, to ask for them. It's for the Halloween Comics Fest. And we have, there she go again with the door, y'all. There she go again. There she go. Halloween Comic Fest. DC is putting out a Constantine Hellblazer. Darkhorse has a Hellboy book. Jughead the Hunger. Lady Mechanica by Joe Benitez. Very, very nice. Marvel's putting out a reprint of Miss Marvel #1. We also have, I believe, Nancy Drew #1. The Superior Spider-Man. And Thor Road to War of the Realms, which, personally, grab that Thor book. Grab 2 if you can, because you know it's going to be hot with Jason Aaron and all of that other good stuff. And the last book to take note of, if you never didn't get #1, they have a Halloween Comics Fest variant of A Walk Through Hell, which is really nice. And as far as picking up books later on, etc., I would look at Batman Damned #2. Jim Lee has just posted his variant cover for that. And, most likely they'll have plenty of it, but you never know. I mean, given the magazine size format and the square binding, which I got one from my local comic shop and it was mint. Perfect. But I would definitely be on the lookout, either try to pre-order it or whatever you can to try to grab a hold of that book. And I think that's coming out the second week in December. I'm not sure. It might be the first week in December. And the new Green Lantern by Morrison and Sharp is coming out November 7th. And there are a ton of covers, but there is this cover right here by Jim Chung, which I think is a comic book shop exclusive. I gotta find out exactly where it is. But it has some pretty cool covers. That comes out in a week, pretty much. So let your comic book shops know. Go online, hunt them down, get it. That book is supposed to be pure fire. So that's it for me, guys. I will see you later on. Make sure you check out the rest of my hauls that I've put up. I got a couple of unboxings. And until next time, same bad time, same bad channel. Peace.
Hey there, it's not as bad as you'd expect. True, you're not as wrecked